What's up, gang? How you guys doing? I am working toward getting my mentor manifesto out there. Just launched it today, so it is live on Amazon right now, guys. I'll leave the link in the description for my mentor manifesto, as well as the link to my top 25 mistakes around the good life and my audio book, guys. So I'm putting some things together to help as many people as possible get ahead in life, and I'm hoping that you guys take advantage of it. What I'm doing is I'm putting the mental manifesto up there. It's basically free. It's just free. You guys gonna pay shipping. I think I got it up there for like $7 on Amazon. So get it while it's hot, guys. Get it while it's hot. I'm probably gonna change the price later on when I add some things to that whole package. It'll be grouped in some other things. So that is what I'm doing here, guys. It's late for me when it comes to launching my podcast. It's about 9 o'clock. So I am going to get started. It is August 20th, and it is going to be episode 71. I believe 71. Let me check just to make sure, guys. Yeah, it's going to be episode 72. How about that? It's going to be episode 72 when I launch this one. So we just finished getting real deep into courage. I think I did 2 episodes on courage, and I'm going to take this a little further, guys, because it's a couple of things that I believe that you guys can do to create the life that you want. And one of the things as I pushed heavily upon was courage. And now I'm going to go into a couple of other things as I come near the end of my mental manifesto, some of the things that I'm talking about when it comes to creating the life that you want. So let's get into the podcast. What's up, gang? This is Lieutenant Sal Blue, 28-year law enforcement veteran and the author of the top 25 mistakes en route to the good life, bringing to you my daily podcast, Top 25 Mistakes. And as I bring it to you, I just completed my mentor manifesto today, and so as I completed my mentor manifesto, I have graduate students as daughters, and so one of my daughters tried to call me on it. She says, "Can you really have a manifesto? Your manifesto has to have a call to action, so on and so forth. They're just flexing their college muscles on me." And I told her, I said, "Listen," I said, "my entire purpose is a manifesto. My first book, Top 25 Mistakes en route to the Good Life, is a manifesto. My mentor manifesto is in itself a call to action." And my whole purpose, guys, if you guys haven't known this by now, is, and my whole purpose is to get second halfers, right? Second halfers, people who have achieved some of the things they have wanted in their lives already, and they are on the second half of that journey, to reach down and pick up and help out the first halfers to achieve the life that they want to achieve, And I ask them to do this through transparency, and that's how I am. I like to help people to achieve the life that they want, not the life that I want, by helping them to avoid the mistakes that I did, so that they can reroute their life into a life of the positive to create the life that they want. And the only way they're going to do that is if they time crunch, guys. If you sit there and you make your own mistakes over and over and over again, you're just going to run out of time. And that's what it is. You are going to run out of time. And I know a lot of you second halfers are feeling me when I say this, right? You feel like in your, maybe not your 20s, but definitely your 30s and your 40s, you could have got a lot more steam to create the life that you have in your 50s, but you are unsure in your 20s. In your 30s, you're kind of just figuring it out, but you're afraid to put the pedal to the metal and push on and create the life that you want. And that is why when you're in the second half and you're in your 50s, you're thinking like, man, I could have put a whole lot more effort into that. So now, in your 50s, you're working with a whole lot more energy and a whole lot more steam and tons of urgency, guys. The urgency kicks in now in your 50s when it should have probably kicked in, in your 30s and 40s. But hey, listen, no regrets on that. No regrets on that because guess what? You can take all of that experience, all of those mistakes that you made along the way, and give it back to help a first haver in his 20s create the life that they want, right? Inject all of that knowledge, okay, 30 years of knowledge back into a 20-year-old and help him to understand the path that he's going to take so that he can get ahead. A lot more of us second halfers need to reach down and help people to achieve the life that they want. It will give you true fulfillment in your life. And it's not about leaving a legacy because guess what, guys? It doesn't matter when we're gone. We can't take none of it with us. All of this knowledge that we have will be wasted if we leave it in our brains. If we do what we've done and then sit back and we want to go fishing and hang out and chill out and do nothing, sit on the couch and watch TV because we felt we accomplished everything that we need to accomplish. We should never feel like that. You should always have something on the table, right? And you will soon realize, right? You will soon realize if you start to make it in your 70s and 80s, I've talked to people in their 70s and 80s who are still kicking it, who are still going strong, who tell me, man, I'm just getting started. I am just getting started. And they sit back and they tell me, if I would have known, okay, in my 50s, what I know now in my 70s, oh my God, would I have put pedal to the metal, would I have put fire to the flame, would I have got going on things that I wanted and stop thinking about the things that I couldn't have and just go for it, right? Got rid of all that self-doubt and just push straight through. Okay, I would have got to my goal quicker and I could have helped people sooner. And that is what it's about, guys. That is what it's about being a second halfer. And in saying that, I'm moved out of courage, and I just want to move into one sentence that my mentor told me to ask myself in order for me to create the life that I want. And he said, ask yourself, am I capable of moving toward this feeling of being uncomfortable? Right? Are you capable of it? Do you believe in yourself enough to begin to move toward that feeling of being uncomfortable? Because I'm going to tell you what, guys, I was terrified. I was terrified. And I'm not going to say my mentor held my hand, but he did nudge me a lot in the direction of being uncomfortable frequently with his questions, with his constant mentorship, with his constant asking me, why am I doing this and why am I doing that? Tons of whys that really, really helped me to narrow down and focus in the direction that I was going, because I don't believe during this time that I truly had a focus. I believe that he helped me to gain a focus. I knew some of the things I wanted. I didn't know how to get there. I couldn't figure it out on my own. And if I did figure it out on my own, it would have took me forever to get there. So the questions he asked me helped me to narrow those things down to achieve the life that I want. And you have to ask yourself, guys, am I capable of moving toward this feeling of being uncomfortable? I believe we all are capable of moving toward that feeling of being uncomfortable. And the note I left to myself in the Mentor Manifesto was this: figuring out what you are capable of is not something that comes in an instant. You hear me, guys? You're not just going to answer this question and immediately know one way or another, right? And the reason why is it takes tons of reps and sets to understand what you are up against, right? Tons of reps, tons of sets, tons of challenges, right? Tons of failures. But you got to keep getting up and keep going, right? Got to keep getting up and keep going, right? A lot of people, man, listen, once they hit, they fail once, right?